We're live. The world is yours.
Trying to get things started. Hey, YouTube.
What's
First
up?
try. Hey, YouTube. First try. Jefe and Homeboy Fishing. That's the little side thing Steve was talking about.
Yeah, but you playing on that. I wasn't playing.
Don't
It ain't hard to say. Why don't you listen and learn? That once was strong, made that turn wrong. And she used to look dummy and be a dummy and disrespect your mommy. Who got you on this earth?
Isn't that the truth, man? What's going on nowadays with these kids and stuff, man?
Hey, you gonna run this back? We've been on for a minute.
Oh man, I know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start over today. No one's on
right
here.
there.
You sure?
Yeah.
There's a minute here. All right.
You ready?
Hold on.
You two gonna get here.
Make sure you sit down here.
We
good.
Fools and girls that don't go to school get ahead and accomplish things.
Okay.
Man.
Hold on. This is that rock here. This is that rock there.
Give some vibe on that. Young world. Listen now.
You may call concerning. Why don't you listen and learn? That once was strong. Even that's gone wrong. And it's cool to look bummy and be a dummy and disrespect your mommy.
Who put you on this earth?
Man.
Who loved you since your birth? Slick Rick. What's up, y'all? This is football with
Slick Rick.
Dabble Fishing.
Baby.
Did you tag me in this video?
I should have tagged in this video.
I mean, did you tag me in the thing?
You should be
I
tagged.
should be tagged. Hey, but you know what?
You talking right here?
Yeah, on Facebook.
On Facebook Live, you should be
I'm
tagged.
tagged? Oh, well, you know what? This is football with a Dabble Fishing. Homeboy Fishing, no one co-host, Chocolate Jefe broadcasting live from the, what kind of den is this? I have
This
this
is the QK.
This is a Q cave.
But everyone's welcome.
But look, first of all, everybody who's watching, what's up, DJ Carr, Kerry Smith, hit the share button and tell people about us, because you know what? Bigger and better things are coming.
I don't think has anybody on here been to one of my parties, man?
On one of my parties.
Ooh, or one of your parties. We get it in, folks. We get it in. Hey, this is the show, Football with a Dab of Fishing. Today you only get one show. College football is over, so you only get one show, but it's going to be a good one. You got Homeboy Fishing with Homeboy Fish with co-host Chocolate Jefe. And here's the rundown for today. We're going to get into our Power 4 teams first, then right into our big bass games of the week. We're going to follow with our topic of the week. We're going to get out of here. Our topic of the week is the NFL hot seat. You got a lot of these coaches right now on the NFL hot seat.
It's smoking.
Bruh, it's real out here, man. And again, we don't make the music. We don't own the rights to the music. We just play the music. That was Slick Rick, Hey Young World. Go back and listen to it. It's a rainy day. And it's kind of applicable nowadays with all these children that are seen to be misbehaving, disrespecting their mommy, and being a dumb.
It's cool to be dumb now. You know that?
It's cool to be, but
I don't get that.
That could be a topic one day. It's cool to be done. But we're going to move on, folks. Hey, we're going to start off with some news here.
This is for you, Travis.
This is for you, Travis. Hey, the city of Atlanta finally has a winner.
Is it the Falcons?
No.
Is it the Braves?
No.
Is it the Hawks?
Hell no.
All right, what we got?
It is the Atlanta United. Atlanta United is ATL's hottest team. They have set records in attendance.
What?
And bro, because this is a city full of transplants, people from all over the place. And this is the second homegrown team behind the Falcons. And this team is full of all-stars. Matter of fact, they have the MLB MVP. His name is Jose Martinez.
Jose.
He's a bad boy.
I know.
So tonight in the A, it's going down.
It's going down.
And the Mercedes bump going. What's how you say?
Football.
Football. So go United. I'm behind the line on this one. Hey,
behind you, Atlanta. Everybody.
I'm behind the line on this one. And as they say in Telemundo, go!
Boy, that boy got some wind.
Woo!
Let's get right into it.
Let's get to the fishing forecast.
You know what?
It's raining.
It's raining.
Is ice fishing today?
No, it's just raining here, but those in South Carolina, prepare yourself because it's coming.
Y'all be safe.
It's going to be excellent around the 2 o'clock range. Hey, I like to give a shout out. You know, we say we got these hardcore fans.
Yeah.
Travis' son, Trey, he watches the show with his dad every day. And last
Shout out,
night he
Trey.
called me and he said, guess what?
What's that?
Homeboy Fishing, you don't ever shout out me.
Oh,
so you know
wow.
what? Trey, this is for you. Get some.
And to you, Travis, for having your son come over here and watch some good, clean TV.
Thank you, man.
Definitely, man. So that's our fishing forecast. But like we said, we get right into our Power 4. We know you can't wait. Homeboy Fishing, who you got? Who you like?
You know what? My number 1 team goes to the LA Rams. One more game, and we'll talk about that later. And then you should have a cakewalk. Stay healthy to the playoffs. My number 2 team, I don't know how long you're going to be here. Pay attention, you gamblers. KC, you gave up 33 points to Oakland last week.
To who?
To Oakland Raiders.
Is that an NFL team?
Is that a Hunt hangover or a key piece to the puzzle missing? The playoffs are coming, and so is the Chargers in 2 weeks, so you better pay attention. My number 3 team, last week I hated on you, New Orleans, just because you got beat by the Cowboys, even though I like the Cowboys beating, but don't want to lose to the Cowboys. You know, so Drew Brees, he's still there. He'll bounce back.
Yep.
And my number 4 team, guess who's back? Back on the block. That's TB himself. And it's his time of year to shine. I gave you some stats the other week on it. It's TB time to shine. So you don't want to play against them New England Patriots right now because he's straight old school. You like, what's it called, that boy who did the Herkin jerk?
Herkin jerk.
At the boxing match last week.
Oh, you talking about Tyson Fury.
Look what he writes.
Oh, Lord, Tweet. Hey, Tweet, much respect to you and your shout out for Miami Dolphins. You are a true fan to the end. But, man, no chance, no wow, no how. But anyway, let Chaka get into his top 4. Here's my top 4. I have no change from last week. Number 1 is the LA Rams. Another week, another win. They got a tough matchup on Sunday against Chicago, but the rest of the schedule, as Homeboy Fishing said, is a piece of cake. Number 2 is the Kansas City Chiefs. The repercussions of losing Kareem Hunt began to rear its ugly head last week. They play a good defensive Baltimore team this week, so all the pressure will be on Andy Reid in that offensive passing game. Number 3 is New Orleans Saints. They will be refocused after losing to Dallas last week against Tampa Bay. But Tampa Bay put up 48 points against them boys in week 1, so they will be ready to play. Yes. Number 4 is my sleeper team, Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas, winners of 9 straight games. Yes, they can give a damn about the so-called experts saying they're not sold on Houston. Ask their previous 9 opponents. Is Houston good? So those are my top 4 teams right there.
Okay, now.
So if you got any, give us some. Tweet. Miami is a bottom 4. Just FYI. Bottom 4. Bottom fish. It's a mud fish. What is it?
Fish. A crab. I mean, a carp.
A carp.
Or catfish.
That's a homeboy fish.
Fish. That's what kind of fish dolphins are.
They like a turtle. Yeah. They get on your line and get on your darn nerves. Anyhow, let's move on. Hey, this is week 14 already. NFL season is coming to an end. College is over. The regular season is over, that is. But our week 4.
I think college is over anyway if you're not in the top 4.
Oh, wow.
I'll talk about that later.
Oh, wow. But check this out, folks. I labeled this Sunday Separation Sunday. Each of these games becoming more crucial for playoff seeding, etc. So our first big bad game of this week.
You know what?
Oh, man.
I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what no one thinks but Homeboy Fishing. Because I got the new sweatshirts in. Y'all know how to get in contact with me. And
hey,
then, you know
show
what?
them all. It's modeled out for the boys. We just stand up. Let them see what you got here. What you working with. Come back on the camera.
Look. They're like, you remember how you say? Homeboy Fishing sweatshirt.
There you go.
Choose from.
Get yours, folks. Wintertime.
Wintertime. You still be fishing.
Definitely, man. You still be fishing. Hey, check this out. Hey, our first big bass game is you got 6-6 Dallas. Excuse me, Philly at $75. Dallas are 3.5-point favorites at home. Homeboy Fishing, get us started.
All right, I hate to say this, but win, Big D, win. Now it's time to shine, Dak. Philly defensive backfield is completely obliterated. They have no one. So it should be a big day for Dak and his new weapon, Amari Cooper, to get some live game practice. Mm-hmm. Hey, Woo, this to you. Dallas in a blowout by 14.
Wow.
Philly going down. You have no run game no more.
Down. Hey, what's up, Andre Hot Dog Harris? Yes, go Panthers. What's up, Lo? Hey, check this out. The Jefe likes Dallas too. And let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
A month ago, this team was the Walking Dead, Dallas. Mm-hmm. Funny, who would have thought that one player, a wide receiver in Amari Cooper, would have been an answer? Since he arrived, they have won 4 games in a row, and that defense looks dominant.
What's that boy with that old school neck brace? He look like
he's Vanden House. He's a werewolf hunter on the side. Man, that boy's a bad boy too. But they, he's a bad boy. He's a good boy.
What he does on the side?
He werewolf hunts. Oh. Do not mess with that brother. Do you see the neck on this dude? Anyway, here you go. Despite having a disappointing season, a win here by Philly would actually put them back in first place. Philly really has only one real weapon on offense right now, and that is tight end Zach Ertz. Dallas knows this too, and they will be ready for the best tight end in football. Dallas keeps on rolling. Dallas by 7 at home. Dallas by 7. I see Antoine like that pick. Yeah. He's an avid Dallas fan, so we're going to ignore him.
We're going to ignore him. He's been sick for a long time.
That backhanded compliment. So now you can come out the closet and dust your Dallas gear off because y'all actually relevant again.
Yeah. Watch how many bandwagon is jump on.
Oh, they already
on it. They don't have Romo as quarterback no more either.
They're already on it. They're already on it. But anyway, we'll talk about that and y'all coach later in the next segment. The next game, a big game. We got the LA Rams, 11-1 at 8-4 Chicago. Chicago are underdogs at home by 3. Underdogs at home by 3. Homeboy Fishing, get us started. Before I get started, it's your daughter's birthday, Jada Kiss. I don't know when you're gonna watch this show. Happy 19th.
Yeah,
birthday.
She ain't got no kids no more, man.
She's still always gonna be your baby. She's not your kid. She's not your kid, man. Happy birthday to Jada. Yeah, well, here we go. 88. Who you like, man?
Okay, look. The high today in Chicago will be 32 degrees. We can about get some laws on
32.
32.
Anyway, keep going.
The high in LA will be 69 degrees. Okay. So what a game ain't?
Well, it's going to be in Chicago, Chi-Town, Windy City.
But this is what football is all about. You have the number 2 ranked offense versus the number 3 ranked defense.
Oh, yeah.
You got Aaron Donald versus Mac.
Beautiful matchup.
Make for a matchup great all around. But Rams has only played 2 games in sub-freezing degrees since 2017. And guess what their record is?
0-2?
No, they're 2-0. That's why Rams win with too much defense. Hey, Rams by 7. You heard it here first.
Oh, Rams by 7. Hey.
They undefeated in Austin Snow because they got that G back there. They got that big capital letter G.
Yeah, you're right. Big girl. He's a bad boy. And you're right. I like the stats by defensive lineman. Mack and Donaldson are the highest paid NFL defensive linemen and worth every penny.
You'll see it this week.
Good ballers. And check this out. Like we said before, people call this a nasty day. It's raining. It's wet. It's cold.
I love you, man.
So tune in, share this broadcast. Other people who are in bed doing nothing now.
Tell them, hey, you need to get on Facebook.
Get on Facebook and watch this. But check this out. The Jefe, I like Chicago in this game.
What?
Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
But first, my disclaimer. My pick is based on quarterback Mitch Trubisky starting.
You got a clause in your pick. You got a clause in your pick.
Hey, I'm the Jefe. I'll make the rules up as it go along. Check that.
He's got a clause. You can't do that.
Hey, if Jefe doesn't, if Mitch Trubisky doesn't play, LA wins. Moving on.
Okay.
The Rams play in LA, Southern California. And what do they say? It never rains in Southern California. But guess what? It rains, sleets, and snows in Chicago. But fortunately for them, none of those things are being played. But it is going to be freezing. It feels a lot different when you hit somebody and you get hit when it's cold. When it's 32 degrees outside, it's cold. It feels a lot different. Chicago picked up Khalil Mack for games like this. He and Leonard Floyd are going to be all over quarterback Jared Goff and Todd Gurley. Our play cousin, Tariq Cohen, will be a difference, and so is Chicago's defense. I like Chicago at home by 6. Chicago at home by 6. That's what's up. And we got our final big bass games of the week. We got the 6-5-1 Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, a few ties this year. Traveling to Seattle. Seattle are 3-point home favorites. And as Dre said, Mitch Trubisky is a Tar Heel. But Tar Heels.
He ain't Michael Jordan, Dre. That's the only good thing that done came out of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Michael Jordan and Julius Peppers.
Thing is about Tar Heels, basketball, thumbs up. Football, thumbs down.
No, we got Peppers out of there, remember? Back in the day, but he over.
The Peppers now? Anyway, here we go. Next game, Minnesota at Seattle. Homeboy Fishing, who you like?
Look, last meeting, the Hawks won by 7. So you know what this tells me? I really believe Russell Wilson is Superman. He is still accounting for 80%.
That's a good football player.
He is still accounting for over 80% of the total offense.
What is Sierra cooking for breakfast?
I know. You know what she cooking?
God almighty.
You know what? She cooking them goodies.
She cooking them goodies. My goodness. My goodness. Yes, man.
Yeah. I know. He got 29 touchdowns this year.
Man.
He got 29 touchdowns.
29.
And, you know, but they also got one other thing. They have the 12th man.
Yes, sir.
And let me give you a stat. And this is why Washington got rid of Kirk Cousins. Primetime game, Monday night to be exact. Kirk Cousins is 0-6 during primetime game.
Wow. Say that again.
He is 0-6 during Monday night games, and he has a horrible primetime record. So as long as he's playing under the table and undercover, he may win. But this is primetime Monday night. Seahawks again by 7.
Wow.
You
Check
didn't know
this
that,
out.
did you?
Hey, check this out. I see some people join us late. Webb Hilton. As a reminder here, we had the Dallas game earlier, Dallas and Philly. Both of us like Dallas. For the Chicago, LA, we're split. I like Chicago, he likes LA. And now we're looking at Seattle and Minnesota. The Jefe likes Seattle. Let the Jefe tell you why.
Tell me why.
Say what you want, but the NFL's oldest coach, and Pete Carroll, still knows how to coach football. He's the oldest coach, bro, in NFL. He's like, I think he's 67, I believe, or 72, I can't recall. Seattle has lost a ton of talent on defense, but it still managed to get it done. And say what you want, but Russell Wilson is a top 5 NFL quarterback. He is doing it. He is winning with a bunch of no-name receivers and running backs.
He does it all himself.
He is a bad man. Like we said before, Sierra's goodies keep this man going.
Yeah, keep him going.
Now, he also has the highest league percentage when you blitz him. He completes the most passing when you blitz him. So Minnesota can't do that or they will be exposed. Minnesota's very talented on defense. And they have a defense that can upset Seattle in Seattle. But as Homeboy Fishing says, Seattle has a 12th man, which is their fans, and they will be pumped up from beginning to end. It will not be pretty, but Seattle gets it done at home. Chocolate, the Jefe likes Seattle by 3. Seattle by 3.
Okay.
Hey, those are our big bass games of the pick. We gave you our Power 4. Tune in, watch the show to catch up on that. Let's get into our topic of the week.
By the way, Chris Rogers don't watch football. He think Notre Dame national championship.
Don't he know Notre Dame? That game is not until a month from now. Chris Rogers, we'll talk about that shortly.
Hold back, Chris. Hold back.
This is a professional football show. No college this weekend except for the Army-Navy game. Anyway, next thing here is NFL coaching hot seat, okay? We're going to talk about this a little bit because you saw Mark McCarthy get fired. You saw Hugh Jackson got fired earlier this year. And a lot of names been thrown into the hot seat. So I'm gonna give a brief introduction, and then Homeboy Fish is going to take it from there, and I'm going to close it out. Here we go. Here's some names that have been mentioned in the hot seat. Dallas coach Jason Garrett. Carolina coach Ron Rivera. New York Jet coach Todd Bowles. Baltimore coach John Harbaugh. And Denver's coach Vance Johnson are a few coaches that have been named in the hot seat. Green Bay's Mike McCarthy was in a hot seat and fired before the season ended. And they say it was because of quarterback Aaron Rodgers, but he's denying that. So why are coaches' jobs in jeopardy? So what do you got to say about this?
You know, this week we were discussing earlier about having a top.
Yeah.
And I was like, we need to go on these coaches. You know, Carolina got rid of the defensive line coach, secondary coach, because they've been sucking. But my evolution of it is, do we have players that have became divas? All right, because you got Aaron Rodgers. Mike, you out of here. I mean, it's been a long time since the Green Bay Packers have a losing record. Can you tell me when the last time that happened? It's been a long time. I mean, so you have one bad season and you out of here?
And look at Tater says Mike McCarthy to Carolina. I'm gonna talk about that too. Yeah. What happens in the NFL? They recycle all these.
Yeah, they recycle. But you get them out of here after one bad year.
Go ahead, bro.
I mean, come on. I'm gonna tell you 3 coaches who need to get fired just by looking at them and what
they don't pass the eye test.
They don't pass the eye test. I mean, here you go. My number 1 coach who should be fired is New York Jets coach Todd Bowles. But don't he look like he ready to eat some pudding? Don't he look like he wants some pudding? Bruh. I mean, he's 3-9. And since he's been there, he has a 39% winning percentage.
Man,
I mean, come on.
He hasn't been able to get it done, man. Right, but that joker so dark skin, I don't even know
he look like he ready to eat some pudding.
I can't even see his eyebrows.
I know. He look like a young Bill Cosby. But we go to number 2. My number 2 coach that need to go. He single-handedly dismantled the Oakland Raiders.
Oh.
In his first year, John Gruden.
They just signed that dude.
They just signed it. But he said, we need to destroy our team before we build it up. Look here, John. You won't be here that long. If I was the owner, you'd be out of here. You got rid of Khalil Mack, made Chicago a playoff.
John Gruden ain't no fool. He got a lot of. They got to pay millions of dollars.
Yeah, but come on, Chucky. You ruined you ruined the playoff.
You might as well see it through on that one.
Yeah,
keep going.
They're gonna be sucking for a long time. So all your Oakland fans,
wear your jersey inside out.
Yeah, you're gonna be sucking for a long time because they ain't gonna eat that money.
Who else you like?
And my number 3 team, sorry to say this, it's time to go, Marvin Lewis of the Cincinnati Bengals.
He's been there for like 20 years.
He has the longest tenure of any coach in the NFL. But I don't think, people say there was Carrot Top who can't win the big games, who can't take them over the top. But I don't think it's Carrot Top. I think it's his old ways of coaching. I mean,
okay.
And see, those are teams with legit reasons to get rid of coach. But you got rid of Mike McCarthy. That's why I say, Aaron Rodgers, you a diva. Got your coach fired, and he won you some Super Bowls.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, those are some solid names. I like some of his names in there because I definitely agree. John Gruden has screwed up Oakland.
Totally.
Hey, folks, if you're watching us, hit the thumbs up button.
Come on,
like it,
give us some
share it.
up,
Again, it's raining outside. Ain't nothing going on in the South right now except for Homeboy Fishing and Chocolate Jefe. Here is Jefe's opinions on the subject. The NFL coaching model is the opposite of what you find in business and corporations. Why? The players make more money than the boss. The opposite of a company. So not only do players make more money, but you have to deal with this full of self-conceit and as you call divas. Coaches can put together game plans from here to kingdom come, but players execute those game plans. Now, don't get me wrong. After a while, a coach may no longer be effective and may lose the confidence of his staff and his players. Like you said, there's a few coaches you may named earlier that need to go. When that occurs, again, you got to let them go. But you got to look at their complete body of work. Like you say, not just one season, injuries.
I lose the record.
I mean, a couple years ago, they struggled through, but he's had more good years than bad years. And you got to see the direction of the team. So my thing is this: if your team is playing hard, but they don't have the talent to compete, is that the coach's fault?
If it's John Gruden, it is, because you got rid of all your talent. But go ahead.
I agree. Now, question to Dallas Cowboy fans listening: if the Cowboys don't make the Super Bowl, do you fire Jason Garrett?
You can't.
The reason why, because about a month ago, they were saying fire Jason Garrett, get rid of Dak Prescott. He's not a good quarterback. Now they're saying, wow, Dak Prescott is awesome. And Jason Garrett, we made a mistake. So I'm asking Cowboy fans, please chime in. Do you fire this man or do you keep him if y'all don't go to the Super Bowl? As a Panthers fan, I would like to see us stick with Ron Rivera. Why? Because they play hard for him and they obviously still respect their leader, right?
Yeah,
and more importantly, we talk about this all the time, the coaching pool. Who's out there? Who do you get to replace this coach that you want to fire so bad?
Taylor said Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, they'll repurpose a coach. Now, Mike McCarthy in Carolina would be nice. He'd be good. Way up thinks it's time for Jason Garrett to go.
You can't, hold on. You can't get rid of Jason Garrett. You know why? He's the only fool that will coach up under, what's his name? Jerry Jones. You can't get a coach to coach. He had coach Barry Switzer quit. Y'all think he got fired. He quit. Jimmy Johnson quit. You know what? They can keep him because the coach is in the press box.
Wow.
The coach write the checks.
Preach, homeboy fishing. Preach. Hey, check this out. But hey, I just think for Carolina, we got to stick around Rivera, man. I just think, like you said, Marvin Lewis, it's a situation. He's been there so long, he's no longer effective. But if you look at other franchises who had coaches that have been there for a while, like the Saints, the Patriots, and the Steelers, there's consistency there. And that's a big reason for their success. So, NFL teams' attention. Be careful what you ask for when you get rid of a coach.
Yeah.
It's not much out there.
Who want to go coach in Green Bay in that cold weather?
Man, these players are divas, man. And these younger kids are becoming more diva-like. So why listen to a quarterback? Andrew Lowe says the Panthers need a new quarterback. Andrew Lowe.
He's an offensive lineman who can block.
If he saw the stats this year, Cameron's had a great year. He's not perfect, but if you look at the other quarterbacks out there.
This is the best year he has.
Correct. Since he's been there. If you look at other quarterbacks out there, we're not going to get the top 5. So if you look at the other quarterbopacks, I'll take Cam over them all day long.
Got to go with them.
Exactly. So that's our topic of the week. Definitely give us your opinion on that subject, but we're going to keep moving on. We're going to give you our knockout pool of the week.
I like to dedicate the knockout pool
to who?
The number one Falcon fan we know, Travis. Y'all going to lose again.
Travis, Green Bay is our knockout pool team of the week. Who wants to play football in Green Bay in December?
I got something for you.
The answer is who?
Nobody, because the high is 28 degrees with a 12 degrees is a 12 degree low.
Nobody likes to play it, especially
what the birds doing in the wintertime?
They find a tree and
they fly.
There. They fly south too.
And Atlanta flying north.
That ain't gonna work. This is called Hot Atlanta for a reason. Them dirty birds gonna freeze up there. I like Green Bay in this one. Hey, fantasy football time. Hey, we got a big stick league. Jefe is just killing these folks.
Hey, I lost, missed the playoff by
5/10 of a point.
Antoine, you should let me win.
Anyway, our playoffs are going to start next week. So it is what it is. You get whatever team you got, it is what it is. It's about the matchup at this point. So good luck to all those fantasy league football players out there. Lastly, our fantasy league stud of the week is our primo. Who's our primo? Play cousin?
Play cousin. Tyreek Cohen, Chicago Bears. They're going to have to use him against LA because you got to scope. You can't beat LA 21.
Man, Tyreek, I don't know if you saw him last week.
Man, he is off the hook.
The cat can do everything.
They put him in matchups. He's killing them.
Receiver.
You can't jam him up at the line.
He's throwing touchdown passes. He's a good football player. Now, he's short, but he's not little. But, hey, that's our fantasy league football player of the week. This is it. This is our show now. We want to thank you all for listening.
Hold on.
What's up?
FYI, like we say, no college this week. So if your team is not playing in the Final Four, the bowl game do not count. Good job, Deebo Samuel, for not playing in the bowl game. Good job for any player that sits out because you're there for a reason. If you got a shot to go in the NFL, do not play in that bowl game if you're not playing.
You know what? That's a good point. We'll spend a minute on that. He's right. Homeboy Fishing's right. If you have a team out there and you got a football player who's an all-star on that team, has a chance to go to the NFL, you can expect that guy probably not to play in the bowl game unless it's significant. Because people, why risk tens of millions of dollars for one bowl game for a PlayStation, whatever? That's all
they get. Maybe a set of headphones
and pride
and a mug.
And I'm proud of wear off as soon as you realize that you just threw away $10 million and you blew your name out. A lot of cats have done it. McGahee, Miles Jack, a lot of cats have done this. But we'll talk about football, college football as the season progresses. But check this out, folks. I don't have anything else to say. This is the end of our show. I want to give a special shout out to last week's guest, the most interesting Negro in Atlanta,
Lilo Jones. Thank you for showing up.
Thanks for coming out to the show.
Pay attention. We got some big things showing up. Next week, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Outdoor Fresh Farm when they get to meet Lilo the Goat. We got a very, very special announcement. We'd love to thank everybody who watches the show. Definitely. I mean, because without y'all, it'll be no football with a, that man, can you get me out of here?
Man,
please get me out of here.
We do this thing for the love. We have a good time. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share.
Share this, everybody.
Everybody stay safe. Dog, what's up, dog? I see you out there. How you doing, brother? And remember, love life don't do. Don't be a fool like those that don't go to school.
Get ahead and accomplish.
Get your kids to listen to this song. Slick Rick was preaching. Anyway, I'm out, folks. Deuces, thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Be strong. Sing
whoop-de-doo, cause dreams come true. Say I'm proud of you too. Hey y'all, you know what? You too. I know
you know what? You know what? You know what?
Right
we like to party.
Supporting us. You know what? We like to party.
We like to party. Deuces.
Good show, B. That was on point. On the rail.